In this situation, the 3D effects are lost, and most students would likely decide to throw their painting in the bin or toss it in the trash. Don't do that. Let me show you how you can improve it. Hi, I'm Anna Mason. Welcome to Nature Studio TV, helping you become the artist you want to be. In this video, I'm looking at how you can fix or save your painting when you've painted your highlights too dark. If you're working with watercolor, this can feel like a painting-ending disaster because you can't just paint a lighter color over the top. So with watercolor, it's far better to be really aware of your highlights from the beginning and try to paint around them to retain them. But when you're learning, you might well find that the pale mix that you thought you were working with wasn't as pale as you thought. In this situation, the 3D effects are lost, and most students would likely decide to throw their painting in the bin or toss it in the trash. Don't do that. Let me show you how you can improve it. Let's start with the highlights. The lightest part of the cherry here is the area of highlight around the top and to the left. Easier to see if we turn the photo black and white. To make it even clearer for you, let's turn them bright pink. If we can get those areas significantly lighter than the areas around them, we'll bring the 3D form back to our cherry. One of the reasons I recommend that you use robust, quality, thick paper to paint on is that even though it's pricier, it's a surface that can cope with being rubbed gently without getting damaged. You can do this even when the paint is totally dry. Take a bit of kitchen paper and dampen it with clean water. Gently lift the paint off in those highlight areas. With this red paint, I'm getting a reasonable result, but some paints do stain the paper more than others. But even with those, you'll usually be able to take them a few shades lighter, and often that's all you need to do. But what if you just can't lighten a highlight enough? I didn't feel that I could here. Maybe your paper is starting to break up or the paint has really stained it. Well, you can still improve the contrast levels in your painting by darkening the dark and mid-tone areas of your painting to compensate. Let's take a look. Put it this way, if your highlights are say 50% too dark, take your midtones and darker areas 50% darker too, and the painting will still look in balance and 3D. Sure, it'll be dark, but that's okay. No one viewing it will know that you didn't just have darker lighting conditions on your subject when you painted it. Can you see the difference it's making to do this? After spending that time lifting off a little colour to the highlights, then darkening around them and in the darkest areas, we've achieved a much more 3D cherry with plenty of form, shape and impact. So if you lost your highlights in your watercolours, be sure to revisit them first to see if you can lighten them. Then, even if they're not as light as in your subject, just adjust your midtones and darkest tones even darker to compensate. If you've enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, then I'd love it if you'd join me for a set of hour-long classes you can take for free at my website, naturestudio.com. I can't wait to help you capture the beauty of nature on your paper. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.